God. Another episode, Crib Talk. We're doing it live again. You see, I got the Eagles apparel on. First, before we get started, shout out to them birds, man. Came home with the W, a big one for us. You know what I mean? Because we needed that. Now, on to the on to the finals, and hopefully we could bring home that Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Hopefully our quarterback stay in good health. You feel me? On one of them, he got on one of them tackles. He got hit. You know what I mean? He kind of contorted a certain way. His body kind of contorted a certain way. So, hopefully he stay in good condition and good health to get us through the Super Bowl and we come home with that championship. So we're gonna keep them in, you know what I'm saying, high hopes, you dig? But we back. I was off for a couple days. I came down with the flu. So I wasn't feeling good. I had to take some time off to myself just to get back to good health and on good standards. And anybody who's, the temperature is wild right now. I think tonight gonna be like below zero. So bundle up, stay warm. They got a national weather alert, winter storm going on for the South, which is wild because it never snowed in the South. I lived in Atlanta. You feel me? Shout out to A-Town. You dig? I lived in Atlanta for like 6 years, 7 years. You dig? But it ain't no place like home. But it never used to snow. Used to get cold. Used to come outside, see like the frost on the grass and all that. But it ain't never really snow. So they getting some of that for the first time. So I know they having the ball. You know what I'm saying? Or they probably not. You feel me? But hey, that show you the type of where the climate is and how the weather is and what's going on with the earth. Things is changing because it ain't never used to, like, we got Louisiana, Alabama, Georgia, all these southern states where it's majority hot most of the year. In the wintertime, it still don't snow. Now we getting 6, 7 inches of snow. So that's wild. So bundle up. Get somewhere warm, stay warm. Feel me? Get out this cold. It's gonna be like below zero today. I'm on the East Coast, PA, Pennsylvania, so it's gonna be this get cold over here. So it's gonna be like below zero. So make sure you got your heat on. You got everything secure. You feel me? But shout out to Donald Trump for winning the election and getting inaugurated in as our new president. Even with everybody's different opinions and viewpoints in the man. One thing you gotta commend him is that he stand firm on business. So he say he gonna do it. What I've been seeing is he been putting it in action already since he's got inaugurated. You know, the border, he already got that situation where he getting everybody, back to where they belong. You feel what I'm saying? Deportation and things like that, illegals who don't belong here, and taking the jobs and everything from America. You feel me? It's starting out to feel like America. I go out my door, I see more foreigners and different people that aren't from this country that came in this country than my own people sometimes. You know what I mean? So I could respect that. And he's making some changes too when it comes to now. Now, I don't know if it's in place yet, but I did hear about it. I was watching it on Reva and a couple of things like that. And it seems like a lot of women ain't liking this. It's the child support income tax thing going on. So pretty much if whoever paying child support, then they are the ones that's going to be entitled to claim the income tax. The woman won't be able to claim the child for income taxes no more if the father is paying the child support. You feel what I'm saying? So as and I'm not saying everybody do all the dudes is doing what they supposed to do, but for the dudes who do what they need to do, for the ones like me who definitely who take care of their kids actually stay with them. You feel me? And then the woman has the nerve to still get the income tax all the support, all the benefits, and it's been like that for years. And then finally, men get a little hand up, a little support. We never had any programs to help us. We don't have no programs when it comes to, they don't help us with children when it comes to the government with nothing, no housing, no nothing. They push us out and tell us to get it, and it's been like that forever. And the woman's been able to reap the benefits from not having a man in the house, and then she can profit off of the kid. So we trying to remove that and bring back real families and real bonds and stuff like that. Remove the I'm using the kid, because come on now, we come on. Definitely if you from the hood like me, most women, they take advantage of the system. Most women, they use that income tax money not for them children. Most women take that money from child support and they be spending it at the clubs. Most women, and it's a lot, and it's even ones that is very close to me. You feel me? And I ain't gonna say no names and nothing like that, but hello. But I too know what it's like to be taken advantage of in these situations. Definitely when the government, the court systems always favor the woman, and the man seems like he have never has no say so. Even though he might be a good dad, even though he might be paying for, all of his activities and different things like that. And then for her to say, oh, because I had the baby, and oh, you're not entitled to no income tax money and have no say so on that, I think is wrong. So I would say this though, if you are planning to go down that route, depending on either or, I hear women talking about, oh, well, if I got the kid most of the time and he only give me child support, it ain't fair for him to get the whole income tax. That part, I would say, should be 50-50. Only reason I say that is you taking the burden of actually having the kid there physically. But if the father's there like majority of the year, you feel me, and the kid just stay there, but the father's the one that's like really supporting and doing all that, then I divert from that. But if he's not there, not present, then I think the woman should benefit from doing all the work and raising the child. But if a father trying to be in his kid's life, he doing everything, paying child support, doing all this, she not even using the money for the child support. She taking it, doing whatever she want to do with it, not working. And another thing, I think they should be able to have, they got to have a job, proof of income. You feel me? A lot of dudes got jobs, a lot of women don't. You feel me? They milk off of other dudes and they baby daddies and the child support, and they let that get them through. So I feel like if you gonna have that, then make sure you put that in place to where you got to make sure certain parameters is in place. You got to have a job. You got to be consistent. You got to, be present in the child's life. You got to be actually active and making consistent payments and doing all that type of stuff. If you want to do 50-50. Or if the dad doing everything, then that man should definitely be entitled to that income tax. He definitely. You know what I mean? Why should he lose money all year, and then when it comes tax time, he lose more money? He don't get nothing to benefit from that. I don't think that's right. And only you benefit from that, and you might not be doing nothing. Just because the child stated that don't mean that you really active and really are being a parent. Because I know a lot of children who growing up with these new generational parents, they're not being raised. They're just being tossed around and passed around like bargaining chips. You know what I mean? For your convenience, and so you can have money and you can come up and you could look good. But what about the child? You know what I mean? So that's another situation. He was talking about they going to take out the gentrification thing. So they going back to a male is a male and a woman is a woman. And it's always been like that to the beginning of the time. Even though we know that it's another lane, and there's nothing wrong with y'all having that lane, but it's a community that y'all, understand. But don't try to. It's not right when you try to throw that in our society's faces and our children's faces when they don't even know who they are. You're trying to get the children to be able to change their identity and all that. You cut all that out. And I'm a firm believer, and I'm with that. You know what I mean? You gotta let the kids be kids. When a girl comes out, she's a girl. It's nothing. When the doctors say, yeah, well, it's a boy or girl, they're gonna tell you based off of her gender and her body parts, it's a girl. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. So we gotta get over that. Oh, we always gotta feel like, oh, we gotta do the most, and we just gotta just yeah, you fighting and losing battle. There's nothing wrong when you want to live like that, but you can't try to convince everybody else that that's something that's normal. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's it's one of them things where, hold up, it's one of them things where it's not wrong. You get what I'm saying? It's not. What's up? What's up? It's not wrong if you believe that, but it is wrong if you trying to get other people to believe what you believe just because you believe it. Like, nah, man, you could do your thing, but don't try to change what's already normal into a new normal and think that people got to go with that. And then when you get backlash, you get upset. You feel what I'm saying? So I think, the male, female, female, you know what I'm saying, making sure that they know who they are and identifying they can't change their sexes and races and none of that. I think that's important, and I'm a firm believer in that. I got a young child, and I want him to know who he is. I don't want him to have to see these things that we didn't grow up with. So why y'all putting it in our kids' faces? You get what I'm saying? Did y'all see Kamala? How she looked? Kamala, she had the straight up the whole time. She was mad the whole time, you know. And that, I ain't gonna lie, I think she cuckoo. I think something wrong with her. You feel me? She don't be looking. Something look wrong with her, don't it? Don't look like something wrong with her. The whole time, she was there. You could tell she was uncomfortable. That her whole body language just spoke. Just, I don't want to be here. Upset. Anger, frustration. All the emotions that you could possibly go through. Your campaign was a smear campaign. You just, only everything you did was, you didn't tell us anything that you was gonna do. You just tried to make him look as bad as you could possibly look, and try to get all the females and all the blacks to rock with you. Like, we don't even know you. Like, you rocking. How you gonna get us to rock with you when you clearly, you married to a white man, and ain't no brothers over there. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, she terrible, man. I listened to a lot of them little debates and stuff she was talking about. It was the same stuff, a bunch of words with no real meaning or context in it. It was pointless work. You feel me? So if she became president, there's a bunch of, and it's a lot of women who took offense to this. Be careful with them type women who really get upset. It's not about that. That wasn't the right woman. I don't think no man would have a problem with a woman being a president, but I think we do have a problem when we know it's not the right woman, and this woman has literally some mental issues and things going on to where she shouldn't be the one in charge. She don't even know how to have a conversation. She don't even know how to speak of what you're going to do, and tell us how things are going to go into place. So why would we want to listen to that? We that's playing the fool. You might as well go ahead and shoot, say you can blow the world up right now, because she sure going to do it. You know what I mean? So I don't. Biden was over there going to sleep. Biden actually went to sleep. I seen the video. He went to sleep. My man was over there. He was sleeping. He was sleeping. He ain't really care. He was like, let's get this out the way. He about to go. Grandpa about to go get back on that helicopter. Take that joint back to the crib. Take that suit off top. Oh, he ain't got glasses. I'm doing like he got glasses. But anyway, take all that off. You feel me? My pop about to go ahead and lay it on down. No, he went straight to bed after that. He was falling asleep when he was up, and I know he went straight to sleep. As soon as he got on the chopper, he gone. Man was asleep. You know what I mean? And Yeah, man, he didn't have the energy. Like, even though they both old, Trump just as old as Biden is, but Trump got more umph in his step. He got more, he more with it. You feel me? Even the way he ducked that bullet and got down. You feel me saying? You got only way you do that if you feel me, if you own it. But Biden, man, that whole his whole presidency, he was asleep the whole time. He ain't do nothing. He wasn't on nothing. He was sleeping. I mean, yeah, it's over with for him. It's over with. But yeah, it's crazy, man. That's crazy. So we gonna see how things play out. You feel me? We gonna see how this Super Bowl and this championship play out. Who y'all got your money on? You know what I mean? And if the Eagles don't get it together, man, we gotta pull it together, man. Then the Chiefs might run away with this one for sure. I don't know if y'all seen that game with the Bills and the Ravens. Boy, that one was wild, bro. You feel me? Or the one up. Matter of fact, scratch that, Washington and Detroit. That game was wild because I had money on Detroit and I lost that game. So I was like, dang, I lost that. I was like, dang. I swear that Detroit was gonna win because I'm like, dang, they've been putting up like 30, 40 at the rim, at the rack. You feel me saying? Every time. But Washington, boy, they came to play. They wanted it. You know what I mean? And shout out to them boys, man. The whole Washington team, man. I mean, the QB, McLaurin, all them. You feel me? They played a hell of a game, so them boys deserve it. Shout out to Detroit, too, in their season, because they definitely had a great season. They played their butt off, man. They just got to, next year, y'all got to work on your defense. Y'all defense was lacking. Y'all got to work on your defense, man. Y'all got great offense. The defense is weak, though. But y'all had a lot of injuries too, so we gonna blame that to the injury chart. They probably would have came off with the win, let they done had their defense together. I think they had about like what four or five injuries. They had a lot of injuries, so they weren't playing with the whole deck. You dig what I'm saying? They weren't playing with the whole deck. But we gonna see what happened, man. I got hope in my boys though. I got hope in my boys. You feel me? I'm gonna have to put some money back on the line for them. It's only right. If I didn't, you know what I mean, it'd be wild. I mean, I've been studying too. I just started reading this book called The Science of Self-Realization. You know, it's a deep book. You feel what I'm saying? They got a lot of stuff in here to do with you know, consciousness. You feel me? Unlocking, and understanding. And I'm only at the beginning, but I'm not like just reading it. I'm like studying the books. I'm taking, going back, taking notes, doing my due diligence with it. So that's something I am reading, Science of Self-Realization. And it's by Bhakti Bhaktivedanta. Bhaktivedanta. I just know his last name, Prabhupada. That's why. Swami Prabhupada. I'm just say that. Swami Prabhupada. And I forgot where I got this book. I was on the road or something. I was traveling and I ended up grabbing this. It was one of them. And it was free, but it's crazy because I had it and I ain't really like check it out. But when I start reading into it, I was like, dang, this is crazy because a lot of this stuff that I look into and that I read is stuff that I study. You know what I mean? It's stuff that I study. So if you ever come across this by Swami Prabhupada, it's called The Science of Self-Realization. You want to check that out? That's a good read. And I ain't know that they banned this. They said if you got this book and you reading this book, I got 1984. And I don't even know if I should put it up here because they talking about some of you, this is one of the books, I guess, like they trying to call you, I don't even want to say the word. Like what happened in 9/11. You feel me saying? Like if you have this book, I guess it got some Soviet, you feel me saying, some old school war stuff. And it's by George Orwell's 1984. That's what the book looked like. I'm going to show y'all anyway. You feel me? And I read a couple. I didn't really get all into it, but in the back it say war is peace, freedom is slavery, and Big Brother's always watching. And I know it take place back in like the war times, and it got a lot of stuff back in like Russia and like so like old like from like 1984, what was going on back then and stuff. So I ain't read it all the way, but when I seen that on the thing, it had made me nervous. I'm like, dang, they done banned this. I'm like, dang, I might have to be careful with that. I can't have that in the car with me. I gotta read that one in the house. You feel me? I gotta read that specifically in the house. I take that outside. They might think I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? Set America up. Nah, man, I'm good. I'm good where I'm at. You know, we good. But that's it for now, man. I'm about to be up out of here. Shout out to the birds again. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody who been tuning in, everybody who been liking, subscribing to the channel, been showing love. You know what I mean? Been wanting me to keep this joint rocking and stuff like that for y'all. So I'm gonna keep it going, you dig? And we gonna keep it going together. You know what I mean? And to the next one, you dig? Straight up, we out.